Austin Meyer only 8.25 points behind Valderon. Number 2, Austin Meyer. He's one of my favorites. He was also one of my fantasy bull riders this week. So was young Marco Aguche. Thank you, Marco Aguche, for a good showing. Luke Snyder, Cody Nance, Galarian Machi's 5th. Ty Bazelbon is 6th. Ty Bazelbon isn't doing too bad, and he's hurt. Marco Aguche is 7th. Jordan Hupp is 8th with that win. LJ Jenkins 9th, and JP Mooney. Good try on the back of on the back of Asteroid. Good try, JP, but he is rounding out the top 10 after Portland, which brings us to California, Sacramento, California, the Ariat Invitational. This would be the 15 versus 15. Now, if you remember on my first episode, I interviewed the COO of the PBR and the president, Sean Gleason. He said that this event, they were going to do a few of these. So Sacramento would have the first round, which also wasn't broadcast on TV. You saw it on online. The first round, which was only online, would have top coming out of the first round. Chris Shiv is, like I said, going for those 90-plus rides, 90-point rides, and being the first professional bull rider in the PBR to do that. And right now, he's the top guy. He's got 87. So Chris Shiv is showing these guys how to do it. And he's got 87 90-point rides. And so he made, this is his 4th event. So out of 4 events, this is his 4th event. Well, day 1 would only have 1 round, and Chris Shivers would be leading out of that 1 round because instead of having a short round, they did the 15 versus 15. The way the 15 versus 15 was, your top 5 bull riders were actually the way they ended. Actually, I think your top 10 was the way they ended. Because the way it looks like it's the way they ended, and then from 11 on is how they are now. So Renato Nunes would start the event. He would get on the back of, and we get all the rides right here. We're going to show you all the. So as I'm telling you about them, we're going to be showing you the highlight of the ride. Some of them are shorter than others, but you know something. Absolutely amazing bull riding. This is the way bull riding should be. Your number 1 bull rider gets on the number 1 bull. No 73.25 points. No, I don't want to re-ride. No, you know something? Get on the back of that bull. You're a PBR bull rider and ride that bull. That's the way it should be, and that's the way it was. And it was absolutely amazing bull riding. It was awesome to watch. Renato Nunes would get on the back of Shepherd Hill's Sod Buster. He would only get on the back for 6.5 seconds, and he would get bucked off. All done. Renato Nunes, all done. 6.5 seconds. Then it would be Jordan Hupp versus Lincoln Electric's Bring It. Jordan Hupp won the previous weekend. Rides him for 89.5 points. Jordan Hupp, you are tearing it up, kid. 89.5 points. Marco Aguche gets on the back of Speckled Ivory. This young bull rider, I don't know if he knows about Speckled Ivory, but he's bucked off some great bull riders. He only rides him, he slaps him, actually, and we're going to show it to you in slow motion so you can actually see the slap. He slaps him 2.20 seconds into the ride, slaps Speckled Ivory, gets disqualified, ends up riding him for 8 seconds, but that was after he slapped him, so it doesn't count. Ty Bazelbon versus Mellow Yellow Jacket Jr. Heartbreaking. This kid from Canada is riding absolutely like a crazed man this year. 7.71 seconds. Heartbreaking. Could have been a 90-point ride easy. 7.71 seconds. Which brings us to number 11, Cody Nance against Jack Daniels After Party. Cody Nance. He's the one that wears the mask, the Hannibal Lecter mask. Love it. Love it. Come here, I want to eat your face off. Cody Nance on the back of Jack Daniels After Party. 2.16 seconds gets bucked off. These are the rankest bulls. 15 rankest bulls against the 15 best bull riders. 2,000 pounds against, I don't know what, 140? You do the math. All right, you got to hold on pretty good. Caleb Sanderson would take on Cowboy Casanova, 88.25 points. Caleb Sanderson rides him, 88.25 points. Absolutely amazing. Luke Snyder on the back of Black Attack. Your first 90-point ride. Luke Snyder gets it. 90.25 points. Absolutely amazing ride. 90.25 points. Luke Snyder on the back of a Black Attack. Aaron Roy would be a very next bull rider. The number 8 guy on the back of Southern Wine. If some of these bulls sound familiar, that's because they were just in Portland. Ties Luke Snyder. 90.25 points. Ties him. Unbelievable. Which will bring up number 7, Ryan McConnell on Highway 12. Luke Snyder got bucked off of him in Portland in the Ford Bill Tough round. Well, guess what? Highway 12, 2 for 2. Bucks off Ryan McConnell. 5.9 seconds. Makes quick work of him. L.J. Jenkins, your number 6 person, will get on the back of Jack Daniels Tennessee Honey. Gets bucked off of him. 3.46 seconds. Quick work. You know, Jack Daniels Tennessee Honey makes quick work of L.J. Jenkins, which would bring up now your top 5 bull riders against your top 5 bulls. J.P. Mooney would be number 5. He's not picking Asteroid because you know something, the PBR picked the bull for you, J.P. J.P. Mooney gets on the back of Larry the Camel Guy's Get Her Done. And it would be your third 90-point ride. He would ride that bull for 91.5 points. 91.5 points. Absolutely amazing ride. You're watching all these rides, so you're watching it right there. Absolutely amazing. Laramie Machi will get on the back of SmackDown. This is going to be a quick one. I told you some of them were quicker than others. Don't blink. 1.68 seconds. Come on, Laramie. You got to do better than that, bro. You know, and you can ride the tough bulls. You can ride the ranked bulls. But 1.68 seconds, SmackDown was just a little bit better. Valderon D. Oliveira, which would bring us to Valderon D. Oliveira, the ride of the night. Valderon D. Oliveira in the back of Bucky. And we all knew what Bucky did the week prior to bore Mako Aguche. 94 points. 94 points. Valderon D. Oliveira rides him for a career high score of 94 points. Absolutely the crowd. I mean, I was out of my seat. I couldn't believe it. 94 points. That's the biggest score I think I've seen. 94 points. Absolutely amazing. This bull tried everything to get him off, and you know something? Valderon held on. Absolutely amazing. Which will bring us to the final ride. Your world number 1 against your number 1 bucking bull, which, because Bushwhacker isn't here, is Asteroid. Well, I gotta say, I'm not too surprised after what Savano did in Portland. I'm not too surprised with this outcome. And you know something, I'm starting not to become a Savano Alves fan. 1.81 seconds gets bucked off of Asteroid. Asteroid makes quick work of him. Your number 1 bull rider, folks. Asteroid makes quick work of him. So that would be your 15 versus 15. Absolutely amazing bull riding. Valderon D. Oliveira would win it. amazing. You have 7 completed rides. Valderon de Oliveira will win it. Austin Meyer will come in second. And then you have J.P. Mooney. And then Aaron Roy, Luke Snyder tied. Jordan Hupp and Caleb Sanderson. Absolutely incredible bull riding. It was amazing. It was awesome to watch. But that wasn't it. You still had a second day of the Ariat Invitational in Sacramento. That wasn't it. You still got more. What happened, you say? Well, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to let you know. First off, Marco Oguche would be leading going into... No, I'm sorry. Marco Oguche wouldn't be leading. It would be Chris Shivers, who's riding like a madman. He'd be leading going into the event. Marco Oguche would ride Sue to be leading, being your top guy going into the Ford Bill Tough round for 90 points. 90 points in the third round. 90 points. Actually, it's your second round because they didn't count the 15 versus 15 as a round. So your second round, Marco Oguche on the back of Sue, 90 points. Absolutely, that was great. That was great to watch. And then you would have poor Ben Jones. Ben Jones would get on the back of Rainbow. 6 straight BuckOffs. I think it was 5 straight BuckOffs. And Jones ended up being a 6th. Ben Jones on the bubble. I think he's going to get cut next week. You know, he's really going to need a miracle to stay on the Philpa Tough Tour. It's a shame. I don't know what's going on with him. Like I said, I'm not a bull rider. I've never been a bull rider. So I would not know what's going on with him. But the first 5 events would have 40 bull riders, and 6th event will go down to 35. So your 5th event is Baltimore. After Baltimore, we're down to 35 bull riders for that first cut. We go into the Ford Bill Tough round. And the Ford Bill Tough round would have Mike Lee, your number 10, Jory Marcus would be number 9. If you don't know who he is, it's because he was kind of invited there, you know. Dusty Ephraim would be 8th. He was another one who was invited, done very well. Ryan Dirt Eater would be tied for 6th with Samano Alves. Samano Alves now, I have to say, he maybe stepped it up a little bit, or his bull, he had an 80 point ride, you know, a little in the 80s, his bull gave him earlier on, which put him into the Ford Bill Tough round. Josh Faircloth would be your number 5 guy. Cord McCoy would be number 4th. Coley Lostro would be 3rd. Aaron Roy would be 2. And Marco Oguche will get his pick of which bull he wants to ride for the 2nd straight week. Get his pick of what bull he wants to ride. This kid is absolutely amazing. He is going to be a future PBR World Champion. Mark my words, he is going to be a future PBR World Champion. He's real young. As a matter of fact, they had a little backstory with it that Paulo Lima got Marco Oguche into the PBR, actually into bull riding. Marco Oguche did not want to ride bulls. He was, I guess, a city boy in Brazil, and Paulo Lima, who was a friend of his, got him into riding bulls, and he ended up becoming a champion in Brazil, and now he's came over to the United States with Paulo Lima, and he's tearing it up this year in the PBR. At any rate, let's get into the Ford Bill Tough round for your Ariat Invitational. Mike Lee will get on the back of Will James. Get bucked off 4.27 seconds. Jory Marcus will get on the back of After the Pain. Blue Emu After the Pain. Rising for 88.25 points. Dusty Ephraim gets on the back of Mood Swing, gets bucked off 3.66 seconds. Ryan Dirt Eater on the back.